This is Robin with the Northeast Problem Gambling Resource Center, which is a program of the New York Council on Problem Gambling. And March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month. And this year, we really want to shine a light on the hidden addiction of problem gambling. And I think one of the most important ways to do that is to share recovery stories. So I'm so honored. I have Christina Cook joining me today. She's the host of the Broke Girls Society, which is a recovery podcast that really focuses on support for women. So she is here to share her story with us and to tell us a little bit about that. And I couldn't be more happy that you're here with us, Christina. So to kick it off, I wanted to know, what have you learned about the importance of peer recovery support and family support?
Oh, wow. Quite a bit, actually. Speaking to somebody else who's been through the same journey that you have or has had the same behaviors that you have in addiction, that can really be impactful to somebody who's struggling. And so peer support has been very, very much a part of my journey, in helping not only heal myself, but others. And it really is, they say addiction is our problem, but it becomes a family problem. It becomes a problem for everybody around us. So having support for our family and our loved ones is just as important as the support that we need.
Yeah, that's great. And I wanted to say too, I'll definitely put, of course, with this video, a link to your podcast. But I just want to say, because it's great, because off of that too, I know you have a Facebook group that goes along with your podcast. So it looks like there's kind of some peer support online. So if people find your podcast, they can find that support group, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, we have a private support group on Facebook. I think we are close to 250 people in there, mostly women. And we have a few affected others. We have a handful of guys in there who just do better with female energy. It is female centered, because that's kind of where my advocacy is. But I want to be there for anybody who's struggling with this.
Right, absolutely. And I just wanted to say personally, thank you, because as the helpline worker who answers the phone, and we do have such a good majority of callers will be women. And I think that woman to woman support is so necessary and so needed. So I know that personally taking the calls, I have women that just are so relieved to know that there's other women out there that are walking in their shoes. And then to know that they have you or your podcast as a resource. I've shared it with so many women, and I've definitely gotten feedback that they just think it's amazing and they connect to it. So the work you're doing is so important, of course. So I just wanted to let you know that it's really making an impact. So our next question, and there's only two here. So what's the best thing about recovery from problem gambling?
The best thing about recovery for me is when I was gambling, and I've been gambling for about 15 years, from the time I was 28 to the time I was 42. And, the last half of that was problem and, very detrimental to my life. I didn't grow as a person in that time. It was just work, casino, just this cycle of chaos. It's like I didn't grow as a person. I wasn't present with my family and friends. I just feel like life passed me by. And so the best thing stepping into recovery, as scary as it is the growth, the healing. You look at my last year and what I've done in this last year, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or whatever that is, ring my own bell, but I am proud of that person because, a year ago, that person was so lost and hadn't moved much in life. And so, yeah, I would definitely say the growth that I experienced is one of the best parts of recovery.
Oh, that's great. And I have to say, just in general, even if it weren't addiction, change is really hard. We get very set in our routines. I'm very comfortable with that. So I know, the first step of even calling in for people is so big because you don't know what's going to happen when you call in. You don't know if change is going to be possible. So I just encourage anyone out there, have a leap of faith, take the leap, make the call. And, success is going to look so different for everybody. And it might take a while for someone to get there even, but I think if you can start somewhere, it's a good place to be. And I just wanted to say
Absolutely.
congratulations to you. So
Thank you. Thank
celebrating
you.
a year in recovery is a really big milestone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just want to say very much talking to somebody, whether it's a helpline or whether it's somebody that you love, talking to somebody is going to start you on that path. Even if it doesn't take you straight to recovery meeting or straight to recovery in general, but just start having those conversations and start, even if you're having them with yourself or journaling those conversations, just start kind of, get the wheels turning, that you can have a different life, that you can make those changes, even if you feel like you can't. The more you think about it, the more power you gain back, and you very much can.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and joining us to share a little bit of your recovery journey with us. And I encourage anyone who's watching this to definitely find Christina's podcast, The Broke Girl Society. It's a wonderful listen, and she has other side projects too that I'll include some links to so everyone can find you to check it out. So thank you. And I know we'll connect again. So
absolutely. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. You take care.
Here at the New York State Problem Gambling Resource Centers, we are ready to connect you or a loved one to supports and services for problem gambling. Please visit the website listed above to find the phone number of the PGRC in your county or borough, and we can connect you to services such as counseling and the recovery community. You are not alone, and we are here to help you.